Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com, and today we're going to be looking at two very similar looking Seikos, yet they have a very different part number, and they are sold at different prices. A question I get from a lot of people is, what is the difference between these two? I can't see a difference online. Reading through the descriptions, they appear to be the same watch. And it's true, they are pretty much the same watch. In my left hand here, this is a Seiko SKX009K2, which is the Pepsi 200-meter diver on the Jubilee bracelet. In my right hand, we have an SKX175, which is a Pepsi 200-meter diver on a Jubilee bracelet. So what's the difference between the two? Why the different part numbers? Well, this one here is not officially sold in North America. Although we do sell it, it's not officially sold here. The one in my right hand, this is the North American version of this watch. The 009, this one, is sold the world over. This one, only in North America will you find it. So why the different part numbers? Well, Seiko USA creates its own part numbering system, so thus we have an SKX175. And then why the different prices? It's mostly due to supply and demand. The 009 is manufactured for the entire world minus North America, while the 175 is manufactured only for North America. So they create far more 009s than they do 175s. The market's more flooded. The price of these is generally lower. These usually can pick up online for about $200. These, the official Seiko USA retail is $425. You generally find them anywhere from 25 to 40% off of that. Other than part number and price, there really is not much of a difference. I'll go into each one a little bit so you can see for yourself that they are pretty much the same watch. So we'll start with the SKX009K2. Like I said before, this is a Pepsi diver on a Jubilee bracelet. You can see it. Never mind the protective plastic hanging off. Once this stuff comes off, it really never goes back on. Seiko should invent a better way of protecting their Jubilee bracelets because the stuff does not stay. So it's got this dark blue charcoal dial, Pepsi bezel. It says divers 200 meter. And then way at the bottom, around the 6, is some nomenclature which you really can't read. It just says 7S26, which is the movement in the watch, and some other nomenclature. And then flipping over to the back, likewise, you have the tsunami wave, and then the usual etchings that you see on the back of a Seiko, case code, serial number, etc. Now here is the SKX175. There is really nothing different about it, except if you have a sharp eye, you can see right at the bottom of the dial, to the left of the 6, it says Malaysia. That is where the watch is manufactured. Similarly, on the back, which I probably can't get through the sticker, it also will say Malaysia. Can you see it at the top there? Whereas the other one did not say that. Now, why did it say Malaysia? Well, to import watches into the United States, Customs and Border Protection has put together a very detailed guide of what must be on wristwatches. And one of those items that must be present is a country of origin, or CO as they call it. So the CO in this case is Malaysia. Because the 009 is not officially imported into this country, they do not require that marking. But other than that, you can really take a look. Any differences in dial color you see are solely due to camera and lighting. They are really the same watch. The bracelets are the same, the bracelet codes are the same, they have the same movement, same accuracy, same luminosity, which I will flip off the light so you can see them. Like a Seiko, they glow great. Now comparing hang tags, we can see the 009 just has a generic Seiko hang tag, has the item number and the caliber of movement, the 7S26. Now in the part number, SKX009 tells us that it's this 200 meter Pepsi bezel diver. K signifies it is not made in Japan. In this case, we're pretty sure it's made in Malaysia, even though it does not say it. And the 2 represents the bracelet option for this model. And a 2 for the 009 represents Jubilee. A 1 represents a rubber strap. It's not consistent throughout the brand. For example, on the old Monsters, in SKX779K1 was on metal, and the K3 was on rubber. So you have to be careful when you're looking at that. And on the bottom now, I've got from Seiko USA, this SKX175, you can see the tag is a little more marketing in the tag. It's meant for a jewelry case. It tells you what the watch is, water resistance, hard Lex crystal, screw down case back, screw crown, LumiBrite hands and markers, unidirectional bezel. So this is made, again, this is made more for a jewelry store in the US. 009, 175. Knowing that these are the same, why would you spend a little extra to get a 175? Well, really, this is an official import into the United States. So when you get one of these from our store or anywhere else, Seiko USA honors the warranty, as long as it's purchased through an authorized channel. On something like a 009 like this, you're only going to get a store warranty. Seiko USA will not warranty these because they officially do not sell them in the States. Though you can easily get parts for a 009 in this country, Seiko does sell them. You can get anything you need for the watch. But still, they do not officially import it. Thus the difference between the 9 and the 175. I hope you found this video educational and hopefully answer some questions that you might have had about Seiko watches. If you have any questions or comments further to this, you can sound off below in the comments. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Again, this has been Mark from LongIslandWatch.com explaining the differences between a Seiko SKX009K2 and the SKX175.